Ever felt zero motivation to run, but still guilty for skipping? Been there. Some days, even putting my shoes felt impossible. But I've learned simple ways to turn that around, and I'm sharing them with you because staying consistent doesn't have to feel like a fight. So stay here, fellow runners, because I'm gonna show you, after more than 15 years of running experience, all my tips and tricks to keep that motivation high and keep your running spicy. Tip number 1, make your runs enjoyable. Running should feel good, not like a torture. First of all, choose a nice running location, somewhere where you feel safe, inspired, and happy. For example, nature, quiet streets, somewhere familiar to you, something new to you if you love adventure. So if you're someone who loves peace and tranquility, look for somewhere where you can find that peace of mind. If you're more like a road runner, then pick your road running route, somewhere where you don't have a lot of interruptions because you still want to run smoothly. And also use something motivational to boost your runs, like music, podcasts, whatever you like. Maybe you prefer silence, you want to meditate. Do whatever makes you feel that moment fully yours, fully familiar and pleasant. Tip number 2, it's extremely important to feel at ease with yourself. And by that, I mean dress comfortably and also nicely. What you wear really impacts how you feel. So if you look at your running clothing and you don't feel immediately inspired, boosted, motivated, it means you should change something in there. And it doesn't need to be expensive. So consider switching it up or reviewing your running attire. So make sure that when you wear your running clothing and you look in the mirror, you think to yourself, damn, I'm ready, I'm there to rock it. But also, apart from the aesthetic side of it, also look for something comfortable and practical, especially when talking about your running shoes. They make a huge difference for your body, your motivation, and even your running form. They could even spare you some injury or sorenesses, because having old running shoes that are way overworn and that don't give you the proper comfort and support anymore is even counterproductive. So check it out, fellow runners. Find your style, find your comfort, but make it pleasant. Make it wow. Motivational tip number 3, set small, realistic goals. We all know how our brain works. When we reach some milestones, it creates dopamine and we want to chase that feeling again and again. So to make sure that you keep it up, try to set some small goals for yourself. I recommend to divide it into small wins, so rather short-term ones, week by week even, and mid-term goals, something you can look forward to in, for example, a couple months or even a half year. This way it will be much easier to show up for your training, because if you commit to some goals, then you should also show up. And you don't want to mess it up, guaranteed. Pick some realistic and short or mid-term goals indeed. For example, you want to run your fastest 5K, just do it. Or simply setting a goal to run 3 times per week consistently, no matter what's the running format. Perfect, just write it down, stick to it. Writing down things is being proven to greatly impact and maximize the outcome of your goal setting. Do things like signing up for races twice a year, make a vision board, whatever helps you, but don't just do things like, today I'm going out, I'm running by feel and see what happens, week by week and month by month and year by year, because it doesn't bring you anywhere. Tip number 4, switch things up. We all know routine is good and beneficial, but not when it's boring. So try making your training more various by inserting formats like tempo runs, short intervals, spontaneous fartlek sessions, whatever spices up your run training. This will give your runs purpose. And to make it more various add some cross-training like swimming, cycling, whatever you find fun. By doing not just running, you won't tie your self-identity to running only, which in a discipline like running, where injuries are unfortunately the normality. Running is a high-impact sport on our joints, on our body. Relying on running only will put you at risk. So the more variety, the more safety to stay out of that injury loop and also to face potential injuries at your best mentally. Something really beneficial for us runners is yoga, stretching, mobility routines. And if you aren't familiar with those kind of routines, I suggest you to take a look at my dedicated video where I dive into the most important runners routines that will not only keep your motivation higher, but will boost as well your performance. Tip number 5 to keep that motivation high is to find a running buddy or a running community. We all know that running together sometimes it's easier than running alone. You don't get too much into your head and motivate each other, maybe even set some common goals or just tell each other about your day. But sometimes having a running buddy can really help to keep things interesting in there. So something you can do is, for example, scheduling a weekly run with one of your co-workers or one of your friends, or maybe even your partner if they like to join you. An alternative, as said, is to find a community. It can be both on and offline. Offline is, in my opinion, the best way. So if you find a running club or just a running community doing some community runs, that's of course something very motivational. If you join a local community, just make sure that you run with people that go with your pace or similar one. If you live in a big city, of course. If you don't have this chance, you can still try to find an online running community on social media, on Strava. Sharing about your experience will keep that fire up. Tip number 6, take care of yourself outside of running, because motivation starts way before we put on our running shoes. So make sure to always take care of yourself in terms of nutrition, sleep, recovery, and stress management, because it all reflects in our physical performance. You can't expect your body to perform if your lifestyle pulls it in the opposite direction. So think of running as a part of your self-care package. But indeed, the package is not just running itself. There's a lot more in there, so take care of yourself, mentally and physically. The last motivation tip is actually a bonus one, something I highly recommend to you if you have been trying your best, but still nothing works. Well, maybe it's time for you to get a running coach. And this one is really a game changer. And I'm not just telling you it because I'm myself a coach. And yes, I might be biased by that, but a coach will give you structure, support, and plan. So you really put off a lot of pressure by delegating this task to someone. So whether you're training for your first 5K or want to run pain-free, considering hiring a professional will help you feel seen, guided, and motivated to keep going with running. Honest advice, also find a coach that matches your personality, who is also able to inspire and motivate you, because both of them are really important. So fellow runners, if you are watching this video, I want to congratulate you because you are doing already amazing. You're showing up for yourself and proving that you really take care of staying fit, stay accountable. So the main step is already there. And if this video helped, consider liking and subscribing to this channel because it keeps my motivation as a running content creator high as well. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next video. Feel your run!